Alright, so this is just a video. Hopefully it'll be kind of quick and painless. I'm looking at these three webcams, not really as a thing for, like, I didn't buy these to compare them. I just got them to improve my video quality over the years, especially compared to my built-in webcam, particularly for things like streaming and video calls and stuff. So I thought I would just do a quick little video showing a quick comparison of them. And the three we have here, there is the Amcrest AWC195-B. Little privacy cover there. They all have a stand, clip, tripod mount combination on them. This one cost me $40, and it's going for like $30 right now as of the time of recording. I looked these up just to double check, and it's going for about $30, but it's also on sale for like $25. So something like this could be pretty cheap. 1080p, 30 FPS. Heard it's supposed to be pretty good at low light, so that's what really interested me in this one in the first place, why I got that. Then there's the Logitech one, which is the Logitech C925e. This one's got a little privacy shutter and a combo thing there. Yeah, that's basically, this had a hardware 264 and H264 encoder in it, which should make it easier to do, like, easier on my machines. Which again, with a mid-range laptop, that sounded pretty appealing. And does 1080p, 30 FPS. The other one's field of view is 90. This one's field of view is 78 degrees. This was about around $90 when I got this. And right now, when I look today, it is on sale, but it's for $100 list price. It's like on sale for, like, I think it was like 75 or 80 right now. So, again, older models will do that. And then the most recent one I got here is the Razer Kiyo Pro, which has a lot more movement and swivel than the others do. The little lens thing. And obviously, if you can't tell from this, this is a lot lighter. This is a bit bigger and heavier. This thing is really big and really heavy. They all connect via USB Type A, and this one you can see, of course, the lens cap is actually just a detachable thing. You just put it on there, so like it's not part of the thing. Yeah, well, that got really loose there. And this one has this one for the price was I got it for $60 in a Black Friday sale. Usually the list price is around $160 to $200. List price is actually $200 when it's not on sale on Amazon right now. So that's an idea of the price of this thing. And it does 1080p at 60 FPS in standard definition or standard dynamic range, but it can also do cut it down to 30 FPS if you turn on high dynamic range, still 1080p. And its field of view is either, you can have it like either at 80, I think there's like a 90 something one, and then there's like 103 degrees for the field of view. So those are the little overview of the three. And yeah, I mean, like, I guess I got, this for low light, this for being easier and hopefully better on my computer, and then this was way later that I got to be better than the built-in camera on the MacBook Air. Yeah, let's roll the clips. Alright, so this is me testing out the Amcrest webcam. Right now, I've got my lights on, my nice, lights. This is kind of what it looks like. And then if I go ahead and turn those lights off, this is probably more like a standard lighting thing. I mean, like, I realize I have a light kind of like behind me, so that's not really like the greatest lighting for that. But you see it's here, whatever. This is how it's moving right now. And then I'm gonna try turning the light off, and it's all the way over this other side of my room. And we'll see how the low light capabilities of the camera work, and how the mic picks up. And this is low light, like I said, I just have a little light on over here. So this is kind of how it functions in low light scenarios. So this is the Amcrest webcam. All right, so this is a recording on the Logitech C925e. The catchy title that I definitely remembered and didn't look at right over there. This is how it looks right now, like like a normal thing, with my lights on and everything. And then I turn off my fancy lights. This is probably more of a standard like what you would see. Again, it's one of those where if you're doing this, you probably would want to have your light source not up behind you, but probably somewhere more to the front of you. But this is more average lighting, and then we'll go see what it looks like if I do the thing back here where I turn off my lights. We're gonna go low light, and be kind of away from it so you can hear the microphone quality and stuff too. And this is the look, the feel and everything. And again, even in low light, you probably have some kind of better light source sometimes, but this is an extreme example just to give you the idea of how this camera looks and functions and works and sounds and whatever. So this is the Logitech C925e. I'm going to do 2 clips just to show kind of the extremes of this. God, I wish my hair wasn't awful. This is the Razer Kiyo Pro. And right now, the setting you're looking at for this one is the widest angle you can get on the lens. This is also running at the 60 FPS without HDR. And I'll turn my lights off here. This is what it would look like under like more normal settings and circumstances, natural lighting of the room and everything. And then I'm going to go over here. We'll get the lights off. And this is what you'd have more like in the low light situation going on. And that's what you would get in this particular kind of circumstance. So that's the Razer Kiyo Pro. Standard is a standard dynamic range, but 60 FPS. Alright, so here we have the Razer Kiyo Pro again. This time with the other extremes of the settings, where I have it at the most narrow that the camera can get, the narrow field of view. It's also only 30 FPS. As far as I'm aware, it's supposed to be 30 FPS. But it is running in HDR, high dynamic range. This is with the nice lighting and everything. There's other settings you can tweak and everything, and they have the whole software for it. But I believe the other one is what it would be by default, I think. I wasn't exactly sure which way it would be by default. I think it was that when I first plugged it in, maybe. I don't know. But this is how I would normally have it. And then this is what more normal lighting would look like. Again, lights is a bad spot, but this is relatively normal lighting. And then we're going to go over and turn the lights off again. And test the microphone for me talking way over here. And, that is the quality that we're getting out of the Razer Kiyo Pro in high dynamic range with a narrow field of view. I believe it's 30 FPS. That's what we're looking at right here. All right. Okay, I just wrote those back to back in order there. I just recorded all of that through my camera app on Windows, so you might get better quality out of a different app that gives you, I don't know if it's limited by that or not. I wanted to throw that out there. This is just a quick thing, just to give you a general idea of what these look like and I guess sound like, instead of just looking at them or whatever. And general thoughts here. I guess I'll say, for the Amcrest one, it's the colors are good. I like the vibrant colors on this. It does a decent job of those. And the audio is okay. It's passable. It's only mono. It's nothing like amazing. You probably will have your own mic anyways, or a headset or something. So I wouldn't rely on this for anything. It's not going to be a super high quality thing. And like obviously, like when low light is good in the sense that it's smooth, it still gets kind of noisy. And even you can see when there's too much light, it actually doesn't work that well either. It's a little blown out, so it doesn't handle the extreme lighting super well. But in low light, I will say it is still pretty smooth, even though it does get a little bit noisy. It's not going to be like, oh, you can see perfectly when it's low light, but it does do a pretty admirable job of that, especially for like the price. And then the Logitech one, you can see there's a little bit of autofocus blips going on in there where it has a little trouble finding where I am. And there's like kind of always a slight noise to the image for some reason. I don't know why that is. That's a little weird. It looks okay. The image isn't like amazing or anything. It's okay in the different lightings too. Like it adjusts to the different lightings, and it does try to find you with autofocus. I think you can tweak it more with software for this one. They have their own software to do stuff with it. But the audio, you'll probably notice, is the big thing. Where the audio is really, the audio in this is very loud and boomy. I don't think I'll be putting any adjustments on there. So it's I mean, you can hear stuff, but it's like too loud. They need to turn that down because it just clips. And yeah, but it's not necessarily, it's a stereo, I guess. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you tweak it, but just plugging it in and using it out of the box is a little bit much. And then no surprises for me. The Razer Kiyo Pro is very good. Again, this has actually really good colors. It does them very, very well, I think, and also with pretty good like crisp image quality. The wide angle is probably too much. I don't know if that actually degrades the image quality when you have it in the super wide mode. I never need it that wide anyways. I know I'm fat, but I'm not that fat, so like whatever. So that's a little bit much. There's also I prefer to have the more shallow field of view. I actually didn't notice much difference, and again, this may be the camera app killing the frames, but I didn't notice much difference between the 30 and 60 FPS in these modes. I think in both modes, you do need to kind of be, aware of the lighting, obviously. Like, if you have good lighting, it handles it better. If you have low lighting, things actually get pretty rough once it gets low. In normal lighting, it's okay, but once it gets to low lighting, it doesn't seem to be very good at focusing, and it doesn't seem to be, it seems to be pretty noisy, like, much noisier than when it's not, but it's especially noticeable when it is so crisp otherwise. And between the two, I would say just use the HDR mode, because how often do you need 60 FPS on your webcam for your face? Probably not very often. So I would just say just use that. But looking at these three, yeah, they're not really super comparable. This is obviously really expensive. This is very cheap. I think that all of them are fine. Oh yeah, the audio on here is also, it's nothing really, it's fine. It's clear. It's stereo. It's passable. It's not like super loud or anything. It's a little, maybe a little quiet, but it's whatever. The quality of it is fine. And basically, yeah, these three, I don't know, like, you can't really compare them in the same way because they're not like the same, really the same price range. They're not really the same anything for a lot of them, other than they're all webcams, I guess. But I do really like this one. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy at the $60 price. That was probably worth it. I think, if you can get this for $25, that's not bad for just, having a webcam if your built-in one is worse. Although these days, something like this is becoming less and less useful as built-in webcams are getting much better. You'd probably be more focused on getting a better mic than whatever your thing has, probably. And the Logitech one is like, it's probably, again, one of those things where it's like, if you don't have a webcam, there you go. If you already have a built-in webcam, it's probably, again, similar quality. If you really think you needed the quality bump, this might do it, maybe. But yeah, if you can get a good price, go for the Razer Kiyo Pro. That's my whole thing. What did you guys think? Which of these did you like? What webcam do you use? And tell me about it. Give me some. What are some good webcams? Wow me, impress me. I don't know. I look forward to me probably streaming with that webcam at some point whenever I start streaming again, because I'm gonna do it. I just, lay off me, man.